Okay, so we'll make a start. So welcome everybody. So we're going to do quite a strong body focus tonight, which is hips and stomach. So here. So obviously we'll work the legs as well, and we'll obviously work the upper body as well, but the focus is hips and stomach. So we'll need belts and we'll need bricks. And we'll start lying down. And start by, as you lie down, bringing the knees up. We'll just start by releasing the sacrum. So cross the ankles and just let the knees rock away from you and come back in. Almost as if you're just gently rolling out a little bit of pastry that you've just got out the fridge and it's a little bit hard. You're just warming it up. So just going into that deep fascia. And if you can, let the knees go a little bit further away so it moves towards the tailbone. Good, now hold the knees and separate them, nice big circles. So we're just warming the hips and the muscles in the legs. And change directions. Lovely, now we're just going to warm into the hamstrings. So as you inhale, extend the legs up, arms over, push the heels to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Now keep the knees bent, but I want you to bring the knees so that they're just in line with the hips and the ankles are in line with the knees, and bring the hands up vertically. So this requires a little bit of mental focus, really good for the stomach muscles. So if you've got weakness in the back, you don't need to straighten the leg fully, you just need to let the knee move away from the hip line a little bit. So we're going to inhale, extend the left arm over and the right leg away. Exhale, bring yourself back to that position. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. So modify the leg. So we're using the leg as a weight. And the more you extend the leg and the arm, the more weight you're carrying on the tummy. So if you know that there's tenderness in the back, then just really sort of adjust, listen to the body, notice how much weight you can take on the stomach muscles. Let's do one more each side. Lovely. Bring the knees in again. Circle once more. Good. Now I'm going to take one of the bricks and we're going to pop the brick between the knees. And we'll start with the ankles crossed as well. So this really keeps the lower back nice and secure, and draw the knees quite close into the body. So this is stage one. Arms out to the side, really anchor the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, let the knees come over and up towards the right underarm. Squeeze the brick, don't let the knees rest on the floor. Inhale, come back up, exhale. So really try to guide the knees as high up towards the underarm on each side. So you're creating length through the lumbar area. Good. Now if you want a little bit more of a challenge, uncross the ankles, really squeeze the brick, keep going. If you want a bit more of a challenge, knees come further away so they're in line with the hips, so there's more weight being carried on the back. And as you bring the knees to the side, they don't go over and up. They just draw an arc, as if the arc is over the hip line. Keep squeezing the brick. Good, and release. Bring the knees back to center. Release the brick. Hold on to the knees again. Circle once more. Change directions. Good, place the feet to the floor. So we'll use the somatic diagonal movement to strengthen the core a bit more. So left hand behind the head. We'll start off with the basic movement, which is exhaling, left elbow to the right knee. Don't let the foot touch the floor. Come back up again. So you're lifting on the exhale. Good, and if you want something a bit deeper, extend the leg away. So you're adding the weight by extending the leg. So I'm going to add in another movement to this. So if you're not extending the leg, don't add this extra movement on. So it's only if you're already extending the leg. So as you extend the leg, draw it out to the side, back in, and then come across. Extend the leg out to the side, back in and across. So just adding a little bit more strength to the core muscles. And a bit more heat. Oh, hang on, let me take the top off. Just 2 jumpers is a little bit too much. Good, one more. Lovely, and release. Just let the head roll from side to side. Relax the jaw. Lovely. Now, let's do the other side. So again, we'll build it up and just add on the extra options if it feels comfortable and safe for you. Right hand behind the head, start with the basic elbow to knee. Extend the leg if you want something a bit more challenging. And if you want an additional movement and you're already extending the leg and it's fine for the back, as you inhale, extend the leg and bring it out to the side and then come back again on the exhale. Lovely, one more. Well done, and release. Again, let the head roll from side to side. Lovely, so we're going to use a few more somatic movements just to warm into the hip fascia a bit more, so extend both legs. As you inhale, let the right knee come towards you. As you exhale, rest the ankle on the left thigh and let the knee roll out, so an outer rotation of the hip. Inhale, bring the knee back towards you. Exhale, push the heel up, lower the leg. Inhale, knee towards you. This time as you exhale, you hop the foot out to the side of the mat and let the knee roll in towards the left leg. So that's an inner rotation. Inhale, knee towards you. Exhale, push up and lower, and that's one round. So you do both motions of the knee out and in. Inhale, knee towards you. Exhale, knee goes out. Inhale, knee towards you. Exhale, push and lower. Inhale, knee towards you. Exhale, hop the foot out, roll the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, one more round. Lovely, and then take the same movement to the left leg. 3 repeats, inhaling, knee towards you. Exhaling, knee to the left, rest the ankle on the opposite thigh. Push up and lower. And roll inwards. Lovely, and release. Bring both knees towards you once more. Circle the knees. Lovely, place the feet to the floor. Soles of the feet together, let the knees roll out to the side and just gently rock the pelvis. Try to keep the legs uninvolved so they rock, but you're not using the leg muscles to do that. We're using the focus of the tummy and the pelvis. Good, now let that movement settle. Good, now breathe deep to the belly, bring the hands to the belly. Imagine the exhalations pouring down through the pelvis and through each of the legs, into the feet. And we're just going to play around with the angle of the hip. So it will be different for everybody. So I want you to move the feet about an inch away from you and just continue to breathe. Notice how it feels in the inner muscles of the groin. If it becomes too much for the lower back, then bring the knees towards you and just come into a coil position. Good, now move them away again, a little bit more. Notice the change, so you find that, so I find when my legs are further away, it's harder to relax into the position. So I'm just going to really let go. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to touch the body where it's resisting. I'm just going to touch it with my fingertips and I'm going to say to my body, it's okay to relax. So just try that. So you don't have to say it out loud, just say it, or you can if you wish to. Just notice where the body's resisting, touch where the resistance is and say to the body, it's okay, it's safe to relax. Lovely, and release. Bring the knees back in. Take the belt. Take the belt to the ball of the right foot. And as you inhale, let the knee bend. And as you exhale, push the heel to the ceiling. Inhale, knee bends. Exhale. Start to lengthen the exhalation. Draw the tummy muscles right in so that it allows the leg muscles to stretch a bit more. Good, hold. Take the belt into the right hand. Let's let the left knee roll out. Bring the left hand onto the frontal hip bone so we anchor the pelvis. And remember, you can work with the right knee bent if you need to. Bring the leg out to the right. Okay, bring the leg back to center. Belt into the Left hand, let's straighten out the left leg, right arm out to the side. And again, work with the knee bent if you need to. We're going to come across the body. So the back of the pelvis lifts off the floor, but we keep the shoulders anchored. Going to use the breath. Breathe deep towards the belly. Nice long exhalation. Lovely, bring the leg back to center. Keep the leg extended, rebend the left leg and bring the right ankle to the left thigh. So again, we'll do this one in stages. So we start by just using the right hand on the inner right thigh, push the knee away from you. Good, now keep the knee pushed away. So I want you to be really careful with the back and the left legs, so the next movement might not suit you. So release the hand, but keep the leg pushing away. So you're using leg strength to do that. So the idea is to move the knee as far away as possible from you. And as you next exhale, lift the bottom off the floor. You're still pushing the knee away. So you're coming into bridge, but you're pushing that knee away. If it's too much, stay with the previous movement. Breathe deep. Good, now release down. So we do the opposite action for the hip now. Bring the left foot off the floor, use the hands for the knee and the foot, and draw the shin as close towards the torso as you comfortably can. And again, notice where the body's resisting. So I want you to find where it resists around the hip so I can feel into my body. I'm going to use my fingertips to direct the request to my muscles. I'm going to say mentally, I'll say it out loud, it's safe to release. Good, now if you want to go a little bit deeper, as you exhale, lift into a coil position, so you're drawing the chest and the knee towards each other. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Good, one more. Lovely, and release. Release the leg. We'll work on the other side, same sequence. Start with the belt. Bring the belt to the ball of the left foot. Inhale to let the knee bend. Exhale to push it up. Good, extend the legs, start to lengthen the exhale. And again, you might notice that the hamstring, there's a point in the hamstring that isn't releasing. So use one of your hands to touch the part of the legs that's resisting it. And again, say to the body, it's safe, it's okay to release. Good, belt into the left hand, let the right knee roll out. Bring the right hand onto the frontal hip bone just to secure the pelvis, and bring the leg out to the left. Bend the knee if you need to. Good, bring the leg back to center, belt into the right hand, straighten the right leg, come across the body again, bend the knee if you need to. Lovely, come back to center. Bend the right knee, bring the left ankle to the right knee. Stage one, just push the thigh away. Notice there may be a different type of resistance. Just tell the body it's okay, it's safe to release. And physically touch the part of the body that's resisting that. Good, now push the bottom off the floor, lift into bridge. Good, release, let's go the other way. Bring the right foot off the floor, hold the foot and the knee. Good, and if you want to go a little bit deeper, exhale to lift. Lovely, and release. Release the leg. Again, bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. Sweep the arms over as you breathe in. And as you exhale, push the bottom off the floor. Keep both knees as wide as you can as you lift. Again, if it doesn't suit your back, it feels too much for the sacrum, then lower, bring the knees in towards you. Good, come all the way down, knees towards the chest. Lovely, and let's roll over to one side and come round. So we're going to start with the movement that we started with last week. Take a break. So that's just a guide. So this is really good for the tummy. It's also really good for the strength of the hips. So one knee stays bent. If you need a little bit more support, then use the hands further back. So we're going to attempt 10 repeats. So lift. So we're not lowering it completely. Lovely, and release. Well done. Other side. And release. Okay. Feet wide. Okay, so now we're going to focus to start with here in the lower part of the pelvis and the stomach. And then as we move the arms out, we start to incorporate the hamstring area. So interlace the fingers, notice which way you've interlaced. Draw a circle. So we're kind of using the stomach muscles to create this movement. So as you come forwards, there's slight relax into the stomach muscles, and as you go back, they're engaging to take you round. Good. Now, if your back likes this movement and it doesn't want to go any deeper, then stay with the hands where they are. Otherwise, start to stir the pot. Good, come back, regrip the other way, and then again start with the small motion. So the hands are close into the body. Feel it working the stomach strength. And then when you're ready, start to go for that bigger movement. Lovely, and release. Well done. Okay, so let's come around into cat. So you may need bricks to help with the lunge position. So just have them there if you know that it helps with some of the movements. So we're going to develop a flow that works for the hips and the torso. So I'm going to step the right leg forwards. And again, we're going to build it up. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, straighten that leg as best as you can. So remember, use a brick if you need more height. Good, I'm going to slow it down slightly. Breathing in more slowly. Good, next inhale, come up with the arms. Exhale, go back. Next, inhale, tuck the toes. Knee comes off the floor, so we're coming higher into that lunge position. Inhale, exhale. Good. Option, you don't have to take it, is on the inhale as you come forward, swing the back leg up. Exhale, go back, inhale, then exhale, go back into the knee down. Inhale, bring the body up. So we're just building the sequence up. Exhale. Good, tuck the toes. Inhale, back knees bent, front legs straight. It's a little bit higher. Fling that back leg up if you want to go deeper. Step back. Drop the knee, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just kind of work out where the breath is going for you. So it can feel quite a complicated sequence. Good, now let's hold this position here. Exhale. Good, bring the hands down, step back. Separate the knees, big toes stay together, come back into frog. And come back up. So we build the sequence to the other side, left leg forwards. Inhale, exhale. Good, knee bent, arms up. Exhale. Tuck the toes, inhale. So you're higher up. And then exhale. So remember, you can always just stay with the forwards and back, or the forwards and back and the moving up like this with the arms, or you add in those other additional movements where you're higher up and you take the leg up. Good, now next time the arms raise, let's hold. Lovely, release this time. Step back into down dog, heel out the feet. Good, let's step forwards with the right leg. Warrior one base. Take it reasonably wide. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, interlace the fingers in Jupiter Mudra, so the index finger extending, and really reach up. So we're coming into the awareness of the torso and this front section of the hip now. I want you to tip the finger down the back and imagine you're being drawn backwards by the elbows. Nice deep abdominal breath so that the breath starts to gently move into the psoas muscle. Good, extend the arm up. Good, now from here, you're going to come forwards into a left knee up standing position. So if you need to do it in stages, step through first, otherwise you're going to exhale. I'll hold the wall. Lovely. Bring the knee up. Squeeze it as high as you can in towards the body. Good, now this is an option. You don't have to take it. Either stay with this as the balance or bring the ankle to the thigh. So we've already done this position, lying down. So an option for this is to, in fact, no, let's just all do the same option, otherwise it gets too complicated. Step the leg out, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, come into a balancing, even posture. So just rearranging the pelvis and the hips a little bit. Hands come down into Uttanasana. Good, now walk both feet back into down dog. We'll just do a central movement, either cat or up dog as you inhale, your choice. Exhale. And do that twice more, so you're either doing cat, the back bend, or upward facing dog. Last one. Good, let's step through with the left leg, nice wide posture for warrior one. Sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, and go as long as you can in that stance so you start to affect the psoas muscle. Tip the fingers down the back, lift the elbows as high as you can. Good, release the hands, and then as gracefully as possible, step through and up. Hold that knee in nice and close. Good, now either stay with this or ankle to the thigh, sit into your invisible chair. Don't fall off it. Good, inhale nice and wide. Exhale, down. Lovely, now from here we're going to come down to the floor. Extend the legs out. I want you to bring the right knee in without touching it. So I want the leg to come in to where it wants to come naturally without it being pulled in. So just let the knee come up and out, and then it'll find its own place. So go sideways first. So turn the body towards the right knee, as if you're trying to direct the navel to the knee point. Use the hands to turn the whole body. Inhale, raise the right arm. Good. Now as you exhale, bring that right arm behind the head. Now keep the torso facing the right as much as you can, and just walk the fingers along the mat. Good. Now if you've got no injury in the shoulder and you want to go deeper, extend the top arm to grab the toes. Notice where the body resists the movements, quite often in the lower back, just above the pelvis. Good, carefully come up. Slight movement change. Turn the navel towards the straight leg, hands either side this time, so the torso is in a different position. Deep breath in. Exhale, travel forwards. Just take your time, let the eyes close. Each time you exhale, see if you can soften a little bit more. Slowly come back up. Release the knee. We'll go the other way. Let the left knee come up and then let it drop out. So remember, if you struggle with that motion, you can do that with a brick or a blanket. It just helps the release of the hip. And if it really doesn't work, then do the movement with the leg out instead. Turn the belly towards the left knee. So there's a rotation here. Sweep the left arm up. Let the hand come behind the head, so you move first from the elbow and just slowly go over, walk the fingers along that inner edge of the mat. Make sure you're not starting to turn to face the mat, so you're staying sideways on. And notice there may be a substantial difference in the sides. And if you feel comfortable with the shoulder, extend the top arm towards the toes. Slowly come up, turn towards the right leg, hands either side, and again, just take your time, notice the difference in the sides. Lovely, carefully come back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Measure the distance so that the heel is where the fingertips touch with the arms straight. And then bring the hands inside and round. Just let the head relax. So you might find you want to move the feet further away and you come further forwards, or you're staying much higher up. Either's fine. Lovely, come all the way back up, pop on some layers if you need to. You might not need to pop on layers at home. And then when you're ready, come to the top of the mat. So we're just going to do a little bit of additional work before we go into relaxation. Hands come behind the knees. So we're going to roll the sacrum again, but in a slightly different way. Inhale, lengthen the spine up so you feel the back muscles contracting. And as you exhale, feel the muscles just above the pubic bone pulling in, navel pulling in, and roll down as far as you can. Keep the hands and the feet connected, not the feet to the floor and the hands to the back of the thighs. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Good. Now this time we're going to roll down and we'll try as hard as we can to control it all the way down. Really pull the tummy muscles in, pull in, pull in, pull in. Keep the feet on the floor, roll down, roll down, roll down, and collapse. Okay. Extend either the legs out in Shavasana, or if you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. And if you're working with the knees bent, feet a little bit wider than the hips with the knees resting. Hands at the side of the body. Take a deep breath in. And a sigh out. Bring your awareness to the right side of the body. Awareness of the right side. The right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand and the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the rib cage, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, toes. Become aware of the left side of the body. The left side. The left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand and the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the rib cage, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, toes. Be aware of the back of the body, both heels, the calf muscles, the bottom, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Notice where the arms touch the floor. Be aware of the back of the head, the top of the head, forehead, temples, eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, eyelids, eyes, ears, cheeks, nose, tip of the nose, lips, chin, throat, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, navel, abdomen, the whole front. Take a deep breath in, feel the breath come down through the body as if it's creating a big ball of golden energy at the solar plexus. And then as you exhale, let that energy pour down through the pelvis and out through the legs. Inhaling through the top of the head, a golden stream of light, let it come down into the core of the body to form a big sort of whirlpool of golden energy. And let the exhalation pour that down both legs. Keep going. Lovely. Now just release all effort. And as you next exhale, bring one knee towards you. And then when you next exhale, bring the other knee towards you. Circle them in the same direction this time. And then draw the circle the other way. And then when you're ready, roll over to one side. Come back up to sitting. Bring the hands to the heart space. Inhaling. Down through the midline. Namaste.